welcome back to Scarlet Rage Vintage, and with me this time is vintage legend, vintage styling legend, and all-round beauty Laurie. This video we are going to talk about vintage styling and how Laurie puts outfits together and what draws her to certain aspects of clothing. How would you describe your style?
There are people that are elitist and purist about the whole vintage thing who would say that because I'm covered in tattoos, naturally that kind of knocks down my vintage credentials. But I try and be as authentic as I possibly can. Maybe more on the avant-garde side of things, or I look a lot at 30s and 40s fashion spreads and things like that.
Yeah.
So not the type of thing people would have worn in World War II post-war Britain, which is very austere.
I like looking at the way that the films, especially the 40s films, where it's the decadent clothing and you're sort of living outside of what you can't go wear that to the shops, but it looks divine.
I mean, they didn't have the rationing and everything over there that we did over here, so they were far more glamorous.
Yeah.
But 40s kind of Hollywood stars, that's who I look to for my kind of inspiration, like Jean Tierney and Joan Crawford.
So first thing we're going to talk about with Laurie on how to style is coats, because this woman has enough coats to serve us a lifetime. So this is a 1940s velvet full-length coat.
It's beautiful.
It's
So
stunning,
beautiful.
And it's got soutache work going on the top.
Studs.
And studs.
You know how a good
She does
stud.
like studs. So how would you put something like this?
Basically, what tends to happen is I'll buy something and I'll really want to wear that something, and I'll wake up in the morning that I have to wear it, and I'll run through my head of the things that are going to enhance rather than kind of detract away from that thing. So this, I guess, would be the showstopper.
Okay.
I mean, personally, I do tend to steer clear of black dresses. That's just something I've always done.
Yeah.
Regardless of my hair colour or whatever, it's just, unless they've got something else kind of going on.
Yeah, okay.
If something's got detail on it, then you can pick out, which is what I do, even the most minute detail.
Yeah.
So this does have some kind of, mustardy, goldy embroidered stitch work on it. So I might put it with something like that. And if you're going to go full on, you'd have gloves, like mustard coloured gloves or gold coloured gloves, and a hat. I absolutely love that, and I keep looking at that even though I have two. I would probably wear this with, because of the length of it, I'd probably wear it with trousers or a jumpsuit rather than a dress or a skirt.
Okay.
Just because of the cut. So I'd probably wear some nice high-waisted trousers with
this
it.
is a swing coat.
Yeah.
Really.
I don't think that I would wear that over a dress because it's a bit of a weird length. It would kind of cut you off.
Yes.
And I absolutely love this.
So
40s
this
coat.
So this is a princess coat, and the reason why it's called a princess coat is because it basically gives you a princess cut, so it comes nipped in the waist and then out as a full skirt, but it's actually from the 40s.
It's absolutely beautiful, and this is the kind of thing where I start to think about kind of clashing colours. Mustard is one of my favourite colours, and it goes with so many things. I mean, mustard goes with blue, and it goes with red, and it goes with purple. I mean, it goes with so many colours. The temptation, and for maybe somebody who isn't as bold about wearing kind of crazy colours or is new to vintage or whatever, because this has got black buttons, you could easily wear a black hat and black gloves and black bag and black shoes, but I would probably try and find something a bit more. Purple goes actually really well with red. You could get away with, because this is just so immaculately cut and just the details on it are so lovely.
Yeah.
You could get away with making the coat the kind of the coat and the hat. That's a great thing about winter, is you can kind of go.
Would you say hats are a big integral part to your style?
Oh,
so
definitely.
Would you say you build from the hat down, or?
It highly depends, but that is often what I do. I'll see a hat that I really like and then find the outfit to work with that hat.
Okay.
But then similarly, I'll find an outfit and think that would look good with a hat, and then have the unenviable task of finding the exact hat that's the exact colour that matches.
So we know you love a pack mule. You used to have quite a large collection of pack mules.
Again, it was one of those things that I got mega obsessed with and had loads and loads and loads and loads of really incredible ones. I had this exact print.
Yes.
it was a different cut and it actually had like a cape at the back.
Oh, amazing.
Which was very special, but yeah, exactly the same fabric.
I just saw photos of you at the Hive wearing a pack new and how you styled it.
I did Hawaiian for actually 3 nights of the Hive, which just makes sense.
Yeah.
On, like when you're somewhere hot, because they were effectively designed for that kind of weather.
Yeah.
You know, they're rayon, they are cool,
Yeah.
they are comfortable, which is not something you can often say about vintage. They are incredibly sexy, even though they don't necessarily show a massive amount of skin, because if you get one that's cut right or have it tailored to fit you properly, they're just really flattering. So I mean, I'm a great lover of chartreuse, as we know. But when you get something like this with so many different colours going on, you can pick out anything, like any of those colours, and kind of work with that.
Okay.
I do like to be quite matchy-nutchy.
Yes.
I would probably carry a evening bag of some description. I've got a wicker monkey purse.
They're figurals. And when we talk about figural, we're talking about sort of animals, poodles, monkeys. I've seen a
I've got
pig.
a little dog, pig, frogs I've seen.
Frogs.
They're just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they're incredible.
And very sought after. The pricing is crazy. I've been very lucky and found 2.
I've seen quite a few ladies that have always paired a figural wicker handbag
with a Hawaiian.
With Hawaiian.
Because they're just a step up from like your usual
Yes.
wicker handbag that you would. Or I do have, it's actually repro, like a bamboo clutch bag as well. So I will do bamboo earrings, loads of bamboo bangles and things. You know, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this. I mean, you could go like uber glam and just do gold everything.
Yeah.
It's like a gold flower. Like I would generally always wear flowers with Hawaiian as well.
Yeah, I tend to.
It's just something that feels right.
With Hawaiians, I tend to wear like a flower crown or something like
About
that. If you are trying to get into vintage and there's something that you want to know, if you're a curvy lady, Hawaiians and pack news are probably the best fitting for a girl that's quite curvy, because it just complements all the right places.
I think they're really flattering.
So that's the end of this video. Thank you so much, Laurie, for coming
Always
and
a
doing
pleasure.
this.
Always a
And
pleasure.
I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We put a new video out every week. Thank you. Bye.